Lucius. That's his name, Lucius. That's what Lucius is a foot. This little house where Lucius lives. Those up there, well, those are people. Killed it. You know what you can...
And now it's my privilege to introduce Blackstone in one of the most outstanding illusions of his career. Ladies and gentlemen, Blackstone.
Yes, I'm about to present the most amazing, the most outstanding, the most sense-confounding illusion upon the stage today. Actually cut this piece of wood in two. Prove to you it's a real saw. It is said in the Himalaya Mountains they use hypnotism in their various surgical operations in order to stop the flow of blood. In this next operation of mine, I will use hypnotism as I am about to saw that lady in two, in the same manner I sawed that piece of wood. So help me. This piece of wood I place in this metal holder, this steel holder, and then placing it underneath the little lady. See what the saw does to it. actually cut this piece of wood in two.
How do you do, ladies and gentlemen? How do you do? I'm Jim Doyle. We're here to bring you another Blackstone show, which we know you're going to enjoy. We have mystery and magic from the four corners of the earth. And here to tell you all about it is the great Blackstone himself.
On a deck of cards. Better put these on so I can read these cards. Shuffling the cards in the good old South American way. I will show you that one again, of course. Perhaps you weren't watching close enough the first time. And the Chinese way. And the Egyptian idea. Then we have the way the fellow next door shuffles cards. Cutting the cards, the gambler's choice. And should the wrong card be on top, I disturb it. Some like that. And a lot of times like that. Follow this through if you can, if you wish. I'd like you to call for any ace in the deck. Anyone, any ace. Shout right out, anyone.
Ace of spades.
Ace of spades, thank you. Then the ace of spades we'll find, oh, I believe that's right there. And a little further down in the deck we find that we have over here an ace of spades. But should you look a little further in the deck, we find the ace of spades. Oh, this card is the ace of spades. And a little further on we find the ace. You may shuffle the deck, and no matter where you look in this deck, you will find an ace. Why, you can cut the deck in the middle, and what do you find? An ace of spades. You're thinking they're all aces. I didn't say they were not. Why, you can cut this deck in the middle. What do you find? The ace of spades. What's the top card? Ace of spades. Toss a few away, and what do you find? The ace of spades. Why, you can take the ace of spades and hit it. What do you find? Something else. In fact, there isn't one ace of spades in the deck. The cards on the table are not all aces, not all of them, not one. You see, speaking in the vernacular, the kid's clever. A little thought with an advertising card. You see a rabbit? And the card says Blackstone Magician. That's myself. And you see there's one on each side, and they're both standing up. Isn't that correct? They're standing on their feet. This fellow's standing up, and what do you think the other fellow's doing back there? Why, he's standing on his head. You knew the other fellow was standing up like this, and this fellow was standing on his head. That is correct, isn't it? No, you're wrong. They're both standing on their head. You thought this fellow was standing on his head because this fellow is not. He's just standing on his elbow. Not bad? And I thank you. The good old beverage, thirst-quenching liquid. And we used to get these for 5 cents, a whole pitcher full. Oh. Well, here's one for the union.
Rather have a smaller glass.
My, what a large union we have. You mean something about this size?
Yeah.
Not all this. You want the gentleman's glass, not the meninos.
Right.
Chiquita, no grande, kleines, nicht groß. For you, my friend. Drink heartily.
Yakamash.
Oh, no, I'm the one that says that, see? And I say Nostrovia. That's where you say Yak Samash.
Yaksamash.
That's fine. Go ahead. That's where we rehearse this every day in the theater, the same way, right on the stage.
Hey, Mr. Blackstone,
Where's my drink?
Did I hear someone? How did he get in? Oh, your drink. Just for that remark, I have something special for you. You may take this bottle right home to the dear little lady. And always remember, a bottle and a bird. A bottle and a bird. Here's the bottle. You're getting the bird. And I thank you. And I thank you. Drink heartily. Thank you. Just to show that I wouldn't fool you for the world, I'm taking this tray and place on 3 glasses and a bottle of milk up there. And I'd like you ladies to take that. And you, little friend, take that one. You may take the covering off of the straws. They're just ordinary straws. I'm going to show you how to drink milk in a rather a novel way. Just make believe you're drinking that the straws now are in the bottle. Just make believe. And come on, draw. You'll see the milk. You get plenty of it there. Yes, yes. Nice milk. Kind of cream on this milk, too. You see what I mean? And of course, you would think it's going through there, but it isn't. No, it's still in the bottle. Or is the milk in you? Well, it's good milk, isn't it?
Delicious.
That's a homogenized milk.
Great.
But now, in most places, they have square bottles. They fit in the icebox. This trick is a square trick, you know. Think of that. Now, how do you like the milk?
Terrific.
It's terrific, isn't it? A lovely milk? I believe you had just about enough milk, ladies. And I want to thank you. Now, always remember, and when you go home to your children, the children don't play this trick on you. But once they see that Blackstone did it on television, there won't be any living with you until you show them how the trick is done. But I'm not going to show you. Because the milk, if Kitty would say, Mother, I drank all my milk, and there's the bottle. She says, you've been watching Blackstone. I thank you. I thank you. Thank all of you. This is the story of a traveling man. He decides to buy his wife a present. So he counts his money and he finds he has $1, $2, $3, $4, $5, $6. So he buys her a pocketbook and he spends $1, $2, $3 for a pocketbook, a real good one, a yellow one. Coming out of the store, he again counts his money and finds $1, $2, $3, $4, $5, $6. Says, oh, I forgot to pay the bill. There's another payday coming, so he buys a pair of shoes. And he spends $1, $2, $3 for a pair of shoes, real good ones. Yellow ones. Oh, yes. This was in the days of long, long ago. And he counts his money, $1, $2, $3, $4, $5, $6. Then he buys her a hat, and he spends $1, $2, $3 for a hat, a real good one. A yellow one. And again, $1, $2, $3, $4, $5, $6. He says, oh, I still have enough money to buy her a dress. And he does. And he spends $1, $2, $3 for a dress, a real good one. A red one. Then again, $1, $2, $3, $4, $5, $6. So he takes the $6 and buys a scuttle of botch, goes to sleep and forgets all about the thing. And that's all. And I thank you. It's a story of a queen who was reading a book. And she read a verse which says, backward, O time in thy flight, and make me a child again, just for tonight. We'll see what we can do about it. And she went to the court jester. He's the court magician. And he devised an idea. We'll see what you think about it. Mm-hmm.
We have now another real puzzler for you. This one will really get your brain cells working. So sit back there and watch it carefully because you just may be fooled before we're through. Here's Blackstone.
Oh, to be 60 again. Well, a little thought, a little novelty. Santa Claus's necktie. You know Santa Claus has a lot of whiskers. And he doesn't sleep much at night on account of his whiskers. He doesn't know whether to put the whiskers underneath the blanket or over the blanket. Now, should he put his whiskers under the blanket, which tickled him. Should he put his whiskers over the blanket, almost chokes him. And you lift his whiskers up someday, and you'll find he hasn't got a necktie on. You know why? He gave it to me one night while he was asleep. I took it. Here it is, and I tear it in two. It gives me 2 parts. Again tearing this part in 2. And here's where I fool you. Causing one to link within the other. Now figure that out. Some will say it can't be done. There it is. I'll do it again. Perhaps you weren't watching. Perhaps. Watching? Are you watching? Were you watching? They will say that a human being cannot do a trick of this kind, and I believe that person's right. If you can't figure it out, you may take it home. Take it home and study it over. And for those that don't care to figure it out, I'm going to show you just how to do it. Yes, I will. Yes, I will. First, rip it. Then, tear it. Get to the breaking point. That's where they link together. But to disconnect them, one circle of cloth. Did I say one? My mistake. There's 2. Were you watching? If you can't figure it out, you may take it home. Study it over.
Here's a little thing we hope you'll enjoy, and you might just check this with the Department of Weights and Measures. We have some things here that all of you ladies who make cakes at home should know. I want you to watch very carefully. This has a little bit to do with just how much sugar to put in the cake. And here he is, the great Blackstone.
An empty container. Likewise empty. Oh, yeah? Well, we'll see. I believe this one has about 3 times the capacity of this one. It's a story about a grocery store in England. The grocery inspector, rather the king's inspector, making his rounds, found what he thought was contraband sugar. So he rushed into the store and he says, "Contraband sugar." I says, "No, my dear fellow, a conjuring trick." He says, "Oh, yeah?" He says, "Oh, yeah." Nothing. The canister empty. And he says, we'll do it again. He says, can you do it again? He says, we certainly can, and he did it again. There you are. Take it.
On the Blackstone Show, we have a million of them, and here's just one more, and we like it. We hope you will. The Great Blackstone.
The United Nation of Dolls. Likewise, Dolls Mythology, and a few others. Here we have our old friend, Raggedy Ann. The boy in blue. The Lady of Spain. Red Riding Hood. Alice in Wonderland. The girl from Brazil. And the Lady in Red. And the Blushing Bride and a few others. These dolls represent the costumes within the trunk. Here we have Baby Bunting, the Fairy Princess. You are the Fairy Princess. And our old friend Raggedy Ann, Red Riding Hood. Of course, you remember her. And you remember this one, Alice in Wonderland, with the story of Through the Looking Glass, and the Blushing Bride. And over here, the magic gun. Should you, in shooting, hit one of the targets thusly, doll would drop the doll like that. That would be your choice. And the gun. An atomic gun. I believe it'll shoot around corners. Would you mind coming up, sir? Thank you, sir. I'd like you to shoot. You shot a gun before?
Well, I'm not much of a marksman.
Just take a shot at the dolls. Not the dolls, pardon me. One of the targets above the doll. That will be your choice. Oh,
right.
Back to your seat. And the little lady over there, will you step over here? Have you shot a gun before?
No, sir.
Well, I'm mighty glad to hear that. And he just do it this way, see? And he, this, like that. Now, this gun shoots around corners. Now, in order to shoot, put that against your chin.
My chin?
Your chin, yes. No, over here. No, this way, this way. Your left hand, I see. Don't, no. The doll's over here. You look through here. You see that little thing there? Little hole there. That little thing on top there. We'll line that, look through the hole till you hit the top of that and to the center of one of the targets. And shoot. The targets are down here. You're shooting up there, see? You did it. Perfect. And you little lady hit Red Riding Hood. Well, folks, I want to show you something this time. Something for your rumpus room, for that little party. Here we have it. That beverage, that alcoholic beverage some people call whiskey. Some might call it bourbon. Others might call it scotch. I'm going to fill one glass brim full, or rather overflowing. This one is empty. We'll fill it with common water. Now the thought is to cause the whiskey to leave that glass and find its way to the glass containing the water without taking the water out of it. Then vice versa, we'll have the water to find its way to the glass containing the whiskey without taking the whiskey out of it. And I'm going to show you just how we do this little experiment. We take a playing card and the glass of water, place it over it, and turn it upside down like that. Watch, here's a good trick in itself. It doesn't fall, little capillary action. Now place that directly. When I say directly, I mean exactly that. One over the other. Now we'll cause the whiskey to leave there and find its way to the upper glass. And in order to do so, you just pull the card back like that, about 1/8 of an inch, and notice what happens. You see the whiskey's already coming to the top and the water going below in two distinct channels. See the little mark there? See the water down here? It's clever, isn't it? I guess you didn't think of that. I found that out one day just by accident. I won't tell you what caused the accident, but the water is now way down here, and the whiskey's way up above. A lovely trick, too. There we have it now, almost all in the upper glass. Let's kind of let some get loose in and run away, but don't allow that to happen when you do the trick. Aha. And there we have it, folks. Now you'll say, what do we do with it? Well, you turn it upside down, the whiskey's in the upper glass, and the water in the lower glass. First you take this here, in this manner, and you drink the whiskey and take the water as a chaser. You understand? I thank you. This is an old-fashioned tea caddy used by my grandparents many, many years ago. In this side, Grandma kept a little tea. And on the other side, Grandpa kept a wall breaker there for the game of mahjong. And there it is. Now, what I intend to do, I'm going to place the little block of wood in the hat, and I'm going to ask you folks which way it shall leave the hat. It's going to leave the hat and go back into this box. And shall it be visibly or invisibly? Visibly meaning to be seen, invisibly not to see it. Which way shall it be? Anyone?
Visible.
Visibly. Oh, you want to see it leave. Watch. Hocus pocus. And up it comes and down it goes and into the box. That's what you meant? Visibly? Oh, invisibly. Well, I'll take it invisibly out of there. There it is. Now it's in the hat. Don't believe it. Well, I'll take it out again, put it in the box. Now it's in the box. No, it's gone. That's right. Remember, I put it on this side?
It's on the other side.
Oh, I meant to show you this side. I wouldn't show you one side and not the other. See what I mean? It's not there, and it's not... Oh, this side. Oh, I'll show you that side.
No, the other side.
Over here. Well, I just showed you that side.
Let's see both sides.
Oh, you want to see both sides. There you are. That one and this one.
All at the same time.
Oh, you want to see both sides at the same time. This one, it's hard to do. Your fingers aren't long enough. There you are, see?
Now for the other four sides.
Oh, I'm trying to get the... You mean this side? Or this one, you mean?
Both at the same time.
Oh, I get you now. Yeah, you want this one open, and you want to see this one open.
Yeah.
And over here we find the little block of wood in the game of mahjong. Solid. And I thank you. Thank you. Let that be a lesson to you. And now a little thought with an old friend of ours. You remember it? Remember the morning and the night before? And you wishing it wouldn't go off the next day, or you have some excuse for not wanting it to go on. You'd like to take that old piece of cloth or hit it with a hammer or an axe or an old shoe. Just take the old cloth off of the bedspread or off that little table, and here's what you would do with it. Do this. Hup! That's a good idea to cause your alarm clock to disappear. I thank you. This is a trick with life in it. Last week, for the first time, I took the liberty to do this trick. Rather cosmopolitan thought, isn't it? Digest that one. Or post it in your little red book. Rather corny, isn't it? I believe the corn always comes on the cob. Milk. Uh-oh. Almost put too much in there. That little lady down here, she looks like she likes milk. That's the little lady. And do you, come over here, sweetheart. Do you like milk?
Yes, I love it.
You love milk? Well, here's a lot of it. Oh, she says. No, you know I wouldn't throw milk at you.
Mr.
No.
Blackstone, may I have a glass of milk?
Oh, now the little girl drinks milk. But you didn't say milk 3 o'clock this morning. 3 o'clock this morning, you couldn't say milk. You know why? She was asleep. And I thank you, and I thank you for coming up. Thank you, folks. And a rabbit. And I'm going to give this rabbit away. In fact, I'm going to give it to the first boy or girl that says I. Who'd like... Who? The little lady way over here. Come over, you win the rabbit. You were the first one to take it. Come right over. And what is your name, sweetheart?
Iris Lynn.
Iris? I used to have a kitty cat by that name. Oh, that hurts her. These are an awful nice kitty cat, too. And what's your last name?
Yopin.
Oh, roping. Just like, no.
Yopin.
Oh, joking. What?
Yopin.
Jopen.
Yopin.
Jopen. Well, anyway, it's a very nice name. Are you married?
No.
You're not married. Well, I'm going to give you the rabbit. And you take good care of it. Give it a nice home, a nice name. What name are you going to call it? What name do you think would be nice for it?
Michael.
Martha. This one? I think you better call this fella Robert. You know why?
Why?
Mustaches. And girls don't have mustaches. Not until they're 90. You take good care of it. Oh, my goodness gracious. Oh, did you see him jump? I tell you what we better do. I think it'd be a good idea if we would wrap up the rabbit. Then your little toes won't hurt you. You know, bunny toes are awful sharp. You help me. You catch the paper right here. I'll catch it over here. And you and I will wrap it nicely. There you are. And don't let it get away. It's all yours. Oh! You did it.
What?
I don't know, but you did it. Well, it's gone. And you're to blame. You're a rabbit squeezer. Why, you squeeze the rabbit so tight. There's the result. Chocolate bonbons. Why, just to think of them, they make your mouth water. And I'm mighty glad you came up. Now, be careful going down the stairs. They're very tricky over there. Goodbye, little lady.
Bye.
Goodbye. Stairs way over there. Goodbye now.
Bye.
Goodbye. The stairs way over there. Goodbye. Goodbye yourself.
Goodbye.
Boom. Take good care of it.
I would love to.
You would? Well, then I'll make you a paper rabbit. Just bring that little place over here where this little lady and I can sit down, and we're going to make a paper rabbit. And you sit right here, little lady. I'll sit over here. And I'm going to tell you a story that my grandfather told me. You know my grandfather. What, I thought every person in this wide, wide world knew my grandfather. Santa Claus is my grandfather. What do you know about that? And he told me this story. It's a story of hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years ago, way back in the year of 1951, way out in America, North America, United States, North America. This city right here, United States. A magician playing here, an American chap with a stubby mustache, very handsome fellow. He called a very charming young lady upon the stage to get a rabbit. But somehow she squeezed that rabbit so tight, it turned into a box of candy. And then what do you think happened? She was about to go to her seat. She said, well, where's my rabbit? Forgetting that she had squeezed it. She was a squeezer. What did the magician do? He picked the paper up. He said, I'll make a paper rabbit. And he started to make a paper rabbit, saying this is the tail of a rabbit. And he started to put paper ears on a paper rabbit. And while making the ears, he turned to the young lady and he says, young lady, what kind of ears do you wish? And what do you think she said?
Real ears.
Real long ears. That's exactly what she said. And right between the ears came a real, live bunny. Then he gave the bunny to the young lady, and she lived happily ever after. And I'm giving you this rabbit under one condition: you're never lifted by the ears. Will you promise? It's a promise. Yours? And I thank you.
Thank you.
Thank me? Well, I thank you. Early this evening, we had some very charming people up here. Some very nice people. I'd like, and I wish they'd all come up again. Do the folks right over there, new folks over there. And the little lady sitting over there, that's a new lady just came in. Would you mind coming up again? That's it. And if you have any desire of stepping up, you may do so. It's a very nice thought of getting pictures. And you're all here. I'll tell you what I'm going to do this time. I'd like, well, let's have him step over there. And then you right next to him. You, and you. And, you come over here. You right there. I want you to take the deck of cards. Do not let loose of the deck. These folks are on your detail, your committee. And the rest of you horse thieves, just step over this way. Come right over here, just a little bit. Watch the bottom of the deck. Ain't no last card, you see. Watch the bottom of the deck. Ain't no last card. I'll trouble you to, well, just a moment. Hold the deck. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to cause the thoughts of these people to pass through this 4 on this side. Now, you may call this mind reading, mental telepathy. Call it anything you like. I call it good entertainment. And now you may shuffle the cards while I turn my back, returning the deck to me. Now break or cut the deck in a manner like that, allowing these people to see a card. That will be your chosen thought. Do not, I repeat that, do not let that thought be known to the members of the intelligentsia, those over there with the high foreheads, the nobility. Thusly. Do you see it? I'm doing a card trick. Now, folks, I'm going to strike 3 times in a manner like this. 1, 2, 3. And when I say 3, not before. When I say 3, I'd like you to name a card that's uppermost on your mind. Would you mind taking 2 paces forward? Ha! Those are the days. I'd like you to think of the card. You're thinking. You're bragging. Here's where I get that thought away from. Try not to give it to me. You can't help yourself. I've got it. Now they've got it. And if you think otherwise, listen to what the majority of these folks say when I count 3. Not one knows what the other is going to say. Now get ready. When I count 3, speak together and speak out loud. Get ready. 1, 2, 3.
Ace of clubs.
Ace of clubs. Right? Right? Right. Folks, you couldn't have done any better if you had rehearsed it. And honor bright at any time, did I mention the words ace of clubs to you?
No.
Or to you folks?
No.
It's a miracle. Either a miracle or a colossal swindle. And I want to thank you, and I thank you folks for coming up. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening. Good evening. Story. It's the story of, many, many years ago, way back in Persia. Many, many years ago. There lived a beautiful princess, and she was very happy, as only a princess could be. But one day, she incurred the wrath of a wicked witch. And this witch turned her into a bird, a tiny little bird, then put her in a cage to live there forever and ever. And to this day, nobody has been able to discover the secret of the spell. Now we're going to try and break that secret of the spell. We're going to try to get the bird out of that cage. And this is Princess Jorinda that I've been telling you about. I'm going to ask this little gentleman here, what's your name, Clark Gable? Come right over here, mister. And you put your hand on the bottom of the cage. And you, Butch, on top. And you there, Martha Ray, in front. And you there, Shirley Temple, put your hand in front here, too. And you there, Mr. Fullerbrush, will you step over here? Put your hand over here on this side. That's it. You cut your own hair? No, you don't, do you? And would you mind putting your hand over here? And you, Bette Davis, you put your hand on top. And you, Jane Powell, will you come over here and put your hand in the back of the cage, right back here, in the back, way back here. The back is always on the back of the cage. And don't press quite so that you might hurt the princess. And would you put your hand over here, too? Miss Lawrence, is that right? Yes, that's right. And you, little lady, you're falling asleep. You better put your hand over here. Right here. And you, what's your name, Iris? Well, you, Iris, that's part of the eye. Well, you say, put your eye, put it, how? And the princess is gone.
Blackstone, how... Who's that?
Story, and I call it The Secret of the Crystal Casket.
Glass. Thick glass.
know, ladies and gentlemen, the magician has been with us ever since the beginnings of time. And in each generation, one magician has always stood head and shoulders over all the rest. Some of you may be old enough to remember when the mantle of the master rested on the shoulders of that fearful magician, Harry Keller. And after Keller, it passed on to his protege, the peerless Howard Thurston. And later in recent years, the great late Dante. Tonight, the mantle rests on our next guest. The one and only, the incomparable Blackstone.
Thank you. I would like to borrow a gentleman's handkerchief. I'd like a white one and one that's folded. A handkerchief. You boys get a handkerchief? If you please, sir. It's yours? Not bad. Oh, you misunderstood me. I said a gentleman's handkerchief. Look what I get. It's a cloth from the Tilton Mills. I'll tell someone to tie the ends. Would you mind tying the ends together? Make a real knot of it. Knock a nipple. How's that, Meyer? All right? Pull hard. Thank you. A knot that unties itself. It becomes alive. And perhaps you would like to tie one. Tie the ends together before I turn you into a rabbit. Tie them together. Pull hard. Pull it. Tie another. And another. Thank you. And how many have you tied? Two. Have you learned to count? I've counted three. And I hope there's three. Well, there they are, all tied together. And I'm untying these. Faster. Faster than you can say, Blackstone. Too late. After the applause subsides. Too late. I will now change it into a spook and show you a real live one. A spook with muscles. Very rare. You know when you come... I'll return it to you. Not at all. The spirit now, so be very careful. Pardon me. I thank you. He's back again.
Mr. Blackstone, I have a personal favor to ask of you. When I was about 9, pretty small.
You're never that old.
Well, I'm getting there. My parents took me and my kid sister to a theater in the afternoon to see one of your great stage presentations. There was one thing you did there that I've never forgotten. You know, when you saw The Lady in Half? And I wonder maybe tonight you could duplicate that feat for all of us?
I'd love to do it. And watch.
Okay.
And now presenting the greatest illusion upon the American stage today. That of Song, a Lady in Two. An operation proving to you it's a real song. It is said in the Himalaya Mountains they use mysterioso, mysticism, in their various surgical operations in order to stop the flow of blood. In this next operation of mine, I will use mysticism, as I'm about to saw a little lady in two. So help me. This piece of wood I place in this metal holder, then placing it underneath the little lady. Underneath the little lady. See what the saw does to it.
that was such a large trick, I wonder, could you now do a small trick
Oh, you mean a little trick in a big way?
in a big way?
Oh, I knew you were going to ask for that. And here it is. I hope you see it. And right over here's the camera, and make it as big on the camera you can see. So all those people sitting around their front rooms, their parlors, can see this little arrow. It's a Pawnee arrow. If that's a Pawnee arrow, what's this one?
Cherokee.
You're right. Is it down here or under here?
Both.
No, it isn't. It's way up here.
Huh?
See, you weren't looking in the right place. You thought it down here all the time, didn't you? But it isn't. It's right there. Now let that be a lesson to you.
Yes, well, just one moment. How do you do it?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, I'm afraid our magic is ended. But just for another week, because next week we'll be back again for your amazement, your amusement, your edification. Well, let me see now. Oh, yes, from ancient China, we're bringing one of the most wonderful conjurers in the world, who is named Ching. And then we will have J. Marshall. The best way to describe him is half wit, half wizard. And then, for the most spectacular feat of all, we are bringing you the amazing Randy. Now, here's what Randy is going to try to do. He is going to attempt to escape from a straitjacket while hanging upside down 6 feet up, no, 6 stories. 6 stories up in the air in the middle of Broadway. Now, here's a feat that if he can do it, why, I will believe everything from then on. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to bid you goodbye. We hope we have proved to you that the hand is swifter than the eye. And as I said before to some of you, if you think your eyes have deceived you, don't blame your eyes. Blame Blackstone, blame Charles Carts. But right now, it is time for me to say good night.
Right now, a wee bit more magic as our sagacious seer peers straight into the future on CBS television. Tonight he sees Eartha Kitt, the Mariners comedian Jay Lawrence, Wonder Boy John, the balancing artist, and the Chicago Festival Players on stage for Ed Sullivan's Toast of the Town. And peering ahead tomorrow night, our seer sees laughter with George Burns and Gracie Allen, and you will laugh as Gracie hires a gentleman's gentleman to add swank to George's existence. And now, friends, a serious reminder. President Eisenhower, after seeing the extent of flood and storm damage in the stricken northeastern communities, has urged all who are able to give as they can for disaster relief. Give to your local Red Cross chapter.
Blackstone the Magician has been mystifying, surprising, astounding, and delighting audiences for more than 50 years. He started his career as a boy in Chicago before the turn of the century, and he's played before every president from Teddy Roosevelt on. Harry Blackstone is in the grand tradition, the one of Thurston, Houdini, and the rest. One of the last of the big-scale magic masters and illusionists. Every year, Blackstone takes his show with a cast of about 20 to theaters all across the country. This year, he opens a 5-month nationwide tour in Connecticut on Christmas Day. When they're not on the road, Mr. and Mrs. Blackstone live here at the Royalton Hotel in New York City. It's midtown and most convenient to Mr. Blackstone's favorite club, the Lambs, Mrs. Blackstone's favorite Fifth Avenue shops, and to Broadway. Good evening, Mr. Blackstone.
Good evening to you, Mr. Mr. Ed.
What are you up to?
I'm up to my neck and card tricks. I'm just rehearsing. I'm going on the Ed and Morrow show tonight. You see these cards?
Yeah?
They disappear. Clever, eh? And should you want them, you go this way.
I gather it's becoming something of a vogue to wear a hat indoors?
Oh, no. I always wear a hat to bed. That's a good gag. I used to wear a cane, but you know what I mean? You understand that?
Yes, I do. Mr. Blackstone, you've been putting on your magic shows for, about half a century.
Oh, just about.
Are there any towns you have not played in?
Not that I know of. I've played every place the boats go, the trains move, and the horses can trot. I love to do tricks.
Tell me this. Have you ever met anyone who was not interested in magic?
Not yet.
How do you explain this interest in magic? What's the fascination?
People like to see what's on the other side of the hill. We've always got that little thought. See that trick?
How long does it take you to learn a new trick?
Oh, sometimes a couple of hours, sometimes 6 years.
6 years?
6 years, yes. By that time, I throw it away.
Do you still enjoy doing your tricks?
I love tricks. And I like to work with children. I love to do tricks with children. Look at this one.
What are you doing now?
A trick. Until I get you on that one. And should I wish to get that, see that?
Yes.
Pretty. See the birdie?
A bird cage from a handkerchief. I imagine Mrs. Blackstone must be quite a magician, too, isn't she, having watched you work so much?
Oh, she's certainly some magician. Oh, yes, sweetheart. I want you to lead Ed Morrow.
How do you do, Mr. Morrow?
Good evening, Mrs. Blackstone. Is it true that you know very little about magic?
Very little, really very little. I know, in fact, nothing, Mr. Morrow.
Well, we're in the same class there,
That's right.
but it must be fun to live with a magician, isn't it?
Well, you live in a state of expectancy, Mr. Morrow. You never know what's going to happen. Sometimes he comes home with his pockets stuffed with rabbits, or maybe leading an elephant.
What's the most difficult part of living with a magician?
Well, I think the most difficult thing is when you send their clothes to be cleaned, Mr. Morrow. There are so many things in the pockets, most anything. Well, there's spools and coins and cards. Might even be a nest of hamsters.
Mr. Blackstone, are you always prepared to perform?
Always.
What do you have in your pockets right now?
Oh, you would ask that silly question. Ha!
I'm
I
curious.
thought there was something coming up like that. Well, I'll just show you what I've got here. I get these geraniums out of here.
Is that a piece of rope?
Piece of rope and a paddle,
Yes.
a handkerchief, policeman's badge. I got some more. Don't run away. Bunch of rubber bands, a deck of cards, and you'll find those things in my pocket most any time and always.
That's sort of the average baggage you carry about, is it?
It is.
What's the rope for?
Oh, you'd like to see that. Well, I'll just show you what that rope is for. In fact, it's to do a trick. Evidently, being a trickster. And a ring.
Yes.
And the rope. This is what you call a George Carter. You take it like this. and tie a knot in it. Catch it there and there, and make it more difficult because it's like getting your shoelaces tied up.
Yes?
Then you put this through there to make it still more difficult, and there you have it all tangled up. But watch. Watch the ring.
Is that a gold ring?
It's one of those rings that hold two people together.
Well, the handkerchief, I suppose, is obvious, isn't it?
Oh, yes, very obvious. Oh, there's a question for you. I'll do a trick with a handkerchief.
You can do a trick with almost anything, can't you?
Yes, pretty near anything. But watch this one.
What else have you got there?
Oh, plenty. Well, well, here's one for you. I have a little tongue depressor that I fixed up and put an arrow on this side as the ink ran through way to the other side. What I meant to do is to put it down there, but it wouldn't have stayed up here. Catch on?
No, I don't, frankly.
Well, that's what I'm trying to figure out.
I suppose that's a marked deck of cards, or is it?
Oh, yes, they're marked on both sides.
Dear, do the 3-card trick for Mr. Merrill.
Each of those, they mark cards. Wait till I get him alone sometime. Just an ordinary deck of cards. And you asked me to do that, that trick. Well, I'll show it to you.
It's a complete deck, is it?
But almost. There's 2 cards. We've got to find another one. Now we've got to find There, the deuce. And here's where I'm going to fool you. The 3, the 2, and the ace. And first I'll show the beginning, so to be sure you know what I'm doing. We have the ace, the deuce, and the trade.
Yes.
You put it here, 1, 2, and 3. Get ye some. That's what they say, talk about the China bowl. You got the 3 here, and you put the deck of cards on top of the tray and go, and the tray jumps right through the deck. Put the deuce on top of the tray and go, like that, and it's on the bottom. Put the ace there and put the deuce on top of it, like that, and go, ooh. There's the ace. Not bad, eh?
I don't believe it.
I don't believe it myself.
Mrs. Blackstone, I don't imagine you ever play cards with him, do you?
Well, yes, sir, I do. Really, surprising as it may seem. We play quite often, and really sometimes I win.
Mrs. Blackstone, you must have seen all of your husband's magic repertoire. Which trick do you like best?
Well, Mr. Murrah, from an artistic standpoint, I think the dancing handkerchief is the most beautiful.
Just a moment. Before you tell that, I've got to go over here, and I've got something I want to show Ed in just a second.
It's where he borrows a handkerchief from the audience and ties a knot in it and returns to the stage, and he really brings it to life. He fills it with magic. It's quite beautiful. But from a spectacular standpoint, there is nothing as beautiful as a levitation, of course. That is the floating lady.
Yeah.
That is the most beautiful.
Mr. Blackstone, what was it you wanted to show us?
Oh, I'm going to show you this trick. It's a trick here with a bird in a cage. And believe it or not, the bird and cage both will disappear while you're watching it. Wouldn't it be great to have your worries and your cares of the day all disappear, like this bird cage is going to do? Are you watching?
Yes, sir.
Not bad. I want to show you something else. It's a loving cup. And it's dated September the 23rd, 1953. A loving cup given to me by the Lambs Club, and I'm very proud of it.
Oh, yes.
I like to show it. This here little jigger is a little thought of a fellow by the name of Craig, an Indian rope trick I did on the stage for many, many years. People say it can't be done, but I did it.
Sure you did.
And over here is something I'm very proud of, a medallion by the Boys Clubs of America.
Mr. Blackstone, don't you use rabbits in your tricks anymore?
Oh, I use a lot of them, but I'm going to tell you about this medallion before we tell you about these rabbits.
Right.
This medallion, I bring about a dozen or more children on the stage, sometimes as high as 30. And they're all holding this bird cage that you see me disappear just a moment ago.
Yes?
And they try to find it, and they look all over, and they can't find it. And I pick out one of the boys, I say, young fella, what are you going to be when you grow up? Oh, when I get to be about 19 or 20, I'm going to quit school and go to work. I'm going to make a lot of money like my dad, driving a truck. Oh, I says, you are. And what are you going to do, young fella? He says, well, me, I guess I'll be a policeman. And I asked another fellow, I said, what are you going to be? Till I find one that says, I don't know. I says, come here, you're the fellow that I want to talk to. As long as you don't know now, stick to school, stay in school, get all the mentality you can, all the knowledge you can, and you can sell it and you can give it away when you get older, make a lot of money, and you still retain that knowledge. Not bad, eh? You're speaking about rabbits. I've given away about 148,000 rabbits in my life. Every show that I give a rabbit away to some child, a baby rabbit, about 4 weeks old. At times, years ago, I used to give as high as 100 away at matinees. Sometimes I had to give 2 and 3 matinees to take care of the crowds.
Are boys more interested in magic than girls?
Oh, little bit. But still, the girls, the young, they want to know what the other part of the world is doing as well.
Mr. Blackstone, down here in the studio, I have about 25 technical magicians.
Uh-oh.
And like you, they do things that I cannot understand and won't even try to understand. But with your permission, I would like to try to make the 2 of you disappear. Is that all right?
It's all right with me. Go ahead.
I think I used the wrong signal. It backfired on me. Can I try again?
Yeah, get another magic wand.
All right. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, but I can't see you. Where are you?
Well, you can come back now.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. and Mrs. Blackstone.
And thank you, Ed Morrow.
Thank you very much for letting us come and visit you.
Good night.
Good night.
Since the beginning of time, the subject of magic has mystified millions. Here we see America's foremost magician, Harry Blackstone, demonstrating a bit of legerdemain. Using 3 ordinary paper cups placed in a row, with the middle one in reverse position to the other 2, the trick is to turn them all right side up, in 3 moves, no more, no less, moving always 2 cups at a time. And here goes Harry. 1, 2, 3. And there they are, all right side up. Easy, isn't it? Yeah, mister, put your coat down because this is going to take a bit of doing. Remember, just 3 moves. 1, 2, 3. Oh, but they're all upside down. Well, we'd better have the old maestro do it again. That's right, Harry, we know. We should have ended up like this, but you old trickster, started us with the middle cup upside down, and it just won't work that way, will it? Middle cup up, and the end cup's down. 1, 2, 3, and there they are, all right side up. But remember, to confuse and impress your friends, always place the center cup upside down, and they'll never be able to do it. It's a good idea not to play poker with Harry Blackstone, not with those agile fingers. Well, just 1 card and a little plastic tumbler. And so, there goes the card into the tumbler. Now don't scream, ladies. Harry's magnetism without DC or AC or wires will draw the card out of the tumbler. Oops. Well, you don't need much equipment for this one. A piece of soap to slick the inside of the tumbler, and the natural springiness of the card will push it out. Go ahead and cut them, fellow. Harry probably already knows where every card in the deck is anyway. Right now, he's writing down the name of the card he will pull out of the deck, sight unseen. Abracadabra. He pulls the card out of the middle of the deck, and a little rub on the paper, and lo, the 5 of spades, exactly what Harry wrote on the paper. Well, you can do it too. Sneak a look at the bottom card, then wet your finger so that you can hang on to it while you shuffle. Now, don't lose that bottom card. Now, set them down and let that poor stooge cut them. With careless care, you take the pile containing the bottom card and put it on top of the other pile a little off-center. Grab that magic piece of paper and with a flourish write the name of the card you already know. Oh, clever devils, aren't we? Now fold the paper to keep away prying eyes. It's simple now to take the upper part of the deck and slip out the card, and so prove to your amazed, befuddled, cheering, and applauding audience that you really have X-ray eyes. What have we here? Looks like a cigarette package. Yes, sir? Why, self-propelled cigarettes, the marvel of the atomic age. Very amusing, but not very confusing when we see Harry's thumb providing the motive power for this illusion. This little opus is entitled The Stubborn 8 of Clubs. Once it's on top of the deck, it wants to stay on top, and no matter where you place it in the deck, it will mysteriously make its way back to the top of the deck again. Harry's going to place it in the middle anyway. Tap, tap, and, well, what do you know? The 8 of clubs. You know the 7 looks just like the 8 on one end, except for the number. So with the 7 concealed behind the 8, bury the top card in the deck. But your audience won't know it's the 7 if you cover the number with your finger when you hold the card up halfway inserted in the deck for them to see. Here is the magnetic knife trick as explained by Harry Blackstone. You know, there's an old saying, give a man enough rope and he'll hang himself. But give Harry Blackstone enough rope and you've got a magic trick. Looks as if it's going to take 2 stalwart youths to help in the throttling, and he'll need them too. They're going to pass the rope through Harry's neck. It's knotted around his throat. And let's go, fellows. Pull! Pull! But our Harry is unafraid. With a brave smile, he passes his magic hands over the ropes, and they zip right through his neck, leaving our hero unharmed and his neck unscathed. Now, the old trickster knew he was safe. Here in his hands, away from his tender neck, he demonstrates how to do it. He loops the ropes separately and tucks the loops under his collar behind his neck, just as he's holding them now, but out of sight of his audience, of course. Now go ahead and tie a knot. But it won't mean a thing, and our Harry will never swing. Here's a demonstration of how the magic hands of Harry Blackstone can cut and restore a length of rope into one whole piece again. Here's the piece looped in Harry's palm for making the big one into 2 small ones. First, cut the loop, and then off go the 2 ends just to make certain. And now the famous hands work their magic spell, and there it is, completely restored. What's this? Harry's kidded us again. He's got a short loop of similar rope concealed in the palm of his hand. By keeping that hidden, it's easy to discard the small loop and come out with an untouched piece of rope. Of course, the trick is to keep the little loop concealed while you make with the hocus-pocus on the long piece. Be sure to conceal the small loop between the index and 3rd finger of the left hand. You can easily do it with a little practice. The paraphernalia for this performance looks interesting, especially the lovely young lady, besides which are needed only 2 lengths of rope. Mr. Blackstone is engaged in tying the ends of one rope to the wrists of his charming assistant. He has already tied the other ends to his own wrists. And now they're together, and the trick is to get apart. This looks like an interesting pastime, judging from Harry's facial expression. This is one trick he really enjoys performing, and I can't say that I blame him either. Well, it looks simple. Looks like it ought to be simple enough. All you have to do is put your head through. You go under, well, it looks like, no, you better try to, please, Mr. Blackstone, on with the show. Well, they don't seem to be able to make much progress in getting apart, and I'm beginning to believe it can't even be done. This looks more secure than marriage. Well, folks, are you going to give up? Harry's got that sly look again. And now the master's at work. A few simple passes, and there they are, apart. Well, I think I'd have stalled a little longer. Here's a close-up of how to do it, though. Harry gets his rope slack, picks up a loop, forces the loop underneath the rope on his victim's wrist from behind forward. The rope is pulled over the hand, and presto, the ropes are separated. This little trick is called breaking up housekeeping. First, you take one each of wifey's best cups and saucers. Then, after years of practice, you learn to balance the cup on the saucer just like this. Oh, yeah? Just like this. Oh, yeah?
Now, with news of an exciting free offer, Post Sugar Crisp and Post Toasties present that master of mystery, world-famous Blackstone the Magician.
Here I have 5 playing cards. I would like you to think of 2 of them. I cover them with my handkerchief. And there is one you did not think of. And you did not think of this one, did you? Oh, so you must have thought of nothing.
This is only one of the 15 mystifying Blackstone magic tricks that come free with easy directions inside these special packages of Post Sugar Crisp and Post Toasties. Now Blackstone the Magician shows another of the mystifying tricks that you can get in Post Sugar Crisp and Post Toasties.
And here, a bottle of water. And it's magic water because, look, it will not run out of the bottle because you have control of it. See, the opening is still there, and you take it like this. It's magic.
Other astounding Blackstone tricks include the floating coin, the laughing elephant, the magic colors, disappearing card, magic chains, phantom card. 15 thrilling tricks in all.
Boys and girls, what fun you'll have with my tricks, fooling your friends, even Dad. And with my easy-to-follow directions right in the package. Put on your own magic show. Charge admission.
Get these special packages of Post Toasties and Post Sugar Crisp. One of Blackstone's own magic tricks comes free inside each package that says, Free Magic Tricks.
Start collecting my magic tricks with easy directions today. Mystify and fool your friends.